Hey, 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 hey. Oh, man. Mike's not working either. I'm having a mare here, guys. Oh, come on. How's my sound? It's probably not quite working. Nothing's working at the moment. But I need to go live anyway because I missed everything. Damn it. Okay, I'm having to use another. My ABS isn't working at all. Is my sound okay or is it on? Sound good enough isn't what I'm after. Yeah, it's not working. Nothing's working. My ABS is just completely crashed as I was trying to go live. Stupid thing. Let me just check my sound settings on my computer. I'll be there in a minute. That luxury should have just stayed live. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I think this is now working better. Yeah, it's fine anyway, because we know what was going to happen at that point. It's I think my sound is all working now. Okay, let's cover this. I can't use my normal browser because this isn't letting me do that either. So I'll see if I can get that working in a second. Is it there? No. Literally nothing is working on here. What window am I using? This one. Yeah, I can get trading light working. I can get trading view working. It's a swing failure pattern of the lows. It was what was going to happen. So, so we'll just the low is in. Yeah, maybe the low is in now. We'll see how it goes. Oh, that's annoying that it had to take it once more. I thought we might get a nice recovery off of this already, but look, it's still. Why would you sell this area? I'll do some questions and stuff in a minute. I still have absolutely no idea why. Um, I need to add another window capture device thing on here. Hopefully. Sorry about this again, everyone. This isn't going to work. How annoying. Anyway, good evening, everyone. If I can get my OBS to start working eventually, I've got sound going. I've got half of a picture going. I know it looks okay on screen, but I can't actually do anything on this at the moment. It's just a chart. I've got nothing else that I can load up. It doesn't seem to, every time I click onto anything else, it just disappears. Cool. We'll roll with this for now. I'll need to log into EXO. I'll need to... Let me do this. Okay, that's good. That's good. Ah! Once you flipping Microsoft stuff. Okay. Right, we've had a few false starts on this, but I'm going to say good evening, everyone. Hopefully this is all working now. So, yeah, we've just we've had another dip. The global markets and everywhere are crashing, but we have had that swing failure of the lows once again, and we'll just see how this gets continuation now at this point. Like, this was just such a grind. I haven't actually had a look at what was going on this yet, so I know Luxury covered everything. That was awesome. I did manage to catch the end of his stream. Really, really great stuff. But yeah, I'm going to take over and start to have a look at what we've got going on here as well. FTX has been completely passive through all of this. None of my settings here are actually working. It's not actually a huge amount of selling that was going into that. I think it just hadn't generated enough liquidity to support it, because we're not getting that much market selling going on. There was still a lot more buying. Let's go over to Bybit and just check that. Bybit was a bit better. You got some nice lows there. Right. What I will attempt to do as well in a minute, once we get underway, and can do this properly, I'll open up the Zoom room. Luxury can join in on here. Senti, Crypto Prince, anyone else, if you do want to join in, feel free. We'll go over onto Zoom. I missed all the action. It's so annoying. FTX is just saying 86 million market sell at the lows there, just to push it through, just to push it through that low, get everyone stopped out. I have not been stopped out. Like, this is silliness. ETH almost came down into this area. So that's the thing actually. So we did have lower targets that were there on Ethereum and other alts as well. So that's nice on Ethereum, getting that low. I don't even have my chart on here. Litecoin as well, coming into this daily level. Nice. Cool. Huge divergences going on. We'll see how the 4 hour closes. I would expect we'll get like a 4 hour hammer on this or something, and it will give us divergence on that, unless this, of course, does continue on into a third day. We've got the Asia markets. We've got the Asia markets opening up soon. They will be, because they've been closed, the Chinese markets. So we'll see how they react in a bit. Sorry, I'm not making much sense here because I'm still trying to figure out why nothing is working on my computer. But hey, we've got a bounce. It's all good. Let's just do questions. Okay, so let's go through. Tom J asking Crypto Prince if the low is in. Need to see some sign of strength and some market structure change. Yeah, yeah. Dev, right now the SFP is still a scalp, right? Under what situation will it become a swing for you? This is still a swing trade. I added to it. I am not worried here one bit. Like, honestly, I'm so relaxed on this as a trade that, yeah, I'm happy if, again, if we do come down to this weekly level or something. This was nice. This enabled me to get more of a position. Again, I'm still short, and I still will be holding that short unless it gets stopped out at this point. I did take more profit on it as we took the lows, but I'm honestly just so relaxed on this. This is a swing trade. Why would you, realistically, why would you buy here? So I was buying in this area. Why would this have invalidated me? Yeah, we took the lows very quickly. Absolutely nothing to worry about on this at all. It's just what markets do. And I'm, yeah, very happy to buy this. I know that's not a lot of people's risk appetite, but for me personally, I'm, yeah, absolutely fine with this. Like, this is a swing trade, and I do think we're going to go to new highs as long as the kind of whole global market situation is, or can stabilize somewhat as well. So of course, I could be wrong on my idea. I do think if we start to close candles below 40k, then at that point I think I'll be wrong on this as an idea. But really, it's just a double bottom at the moment for me, and that's kind of what I'm looking at as this low. It's a massive shakeout of leverage positions, like hilariously so. Like, just the drop in open interest, I think, is like mad. And I think possibly this is what caused it. Okay, so going back over this again, I've been out all of the day, all of today. I always miss the Tuesday fun, but I'm just looking across at the charts and seeing a big rise in this open interest just as we came into the lows. So as you get the retrace, as soon as we, you don't want to be losing session VWAP for a day, okay? Right, so if this was to get continuation, this was the point in which to get a bounce. Yeah, so I was there watching that trade earlier, so that trade did play out. That was the point in which to get the bouncing to get continuation. Then what we had straight after that was we had the stock market starting to dump again. Okay, we lost this low. We came into that golden pocket region. Yeah, front ran it a bit. But then it did appear that at that point, that's when we started to get a huge increase in open interest and a lot of buying again at this level. So a lot of buying the dip on here. Maybe people, again, a little bit overconfident that they weren't able to get into a position. So anyone who wasn't able to get into a position here was now given an opportunity to do so here. And when that happens, often you just take the lows again. It just needs to stop them out. We shouldn't be, and this is the thing, we shouldn't be entering back within anywhere within this region if this is going to get continuation higher. So sorry, this is the first time I've actually looked at the chart. So for about like 6 hours apart from on my phone. So we did have this region of, okay, we came through the lows, we had this sideways consolidation phase, we broke out. At that point, that had to really continue to hold. And you just, yeah, we came into this area, yeah, I got the bounce, and of course this has led to this further move down, but it's, yeah, still nothing to worry about for me. I've managed to get a better entry on a swing long position, and I've taken extra profit on my long because I did compound my short position up here. So yeah, I'm going to take a look on HyperTrader as well. So this again, just for anyone. Do, do, do. So yeah, this is how I've played it today. And you can see this. So although I'm in, this was my take profit off of my short position, compounding back onto that short position, taking profit again on that short position as we took out these lows. So when we took the lows, another take profit on that, and then my long position remains the same. So this is basically what I have at the moment. There's where my average entry at the now is, and I do think if we take 45k, that's where I want my position now. If that can get stopped out, great. I'll let my long do the rest of the work from there. But until then, still holding this as a hedged short position and making money on it. This is why I'm so chilled, because I've made more money from this drop. Although I didn't think we were going to get it, I've made more from it, which is really, really fun. So yeah, that's good. Johnny M. Cool, been waiting for 39,500 forever. Amazed that I was actually online to catch it perfectly. Yes, well done. So we did hit that 39,500 area, which is good. Was that the naked point of control? Did we hit it? I didn't think we'd get it. I thought I did, and I said this morning. I did think that the low may have been in. That's close enough. That's okay. That's on Bybit anyway. Whoops, that's Bcash. Anthony Notorious POP, good to be wrong sometimes. Yes, on this occasion it was very good to be a little bit wrong because I made some money from being wrong. Crypto Prince 1, Luke nil, yeah. Weekly point, yeah. Weekly MPOC, there it is. Not on Bybit. That's cool. FTX. This is the problem as well. So I was away. I was away for like 4 days at the end of last week on a holiday. I come back to this. I need time to I need time just to chill out and like get back into the flow of the market again. Clearly I've not quite got this one right with it taking the lows, but it's all good. Yeah, we hit the weekly MPAC, yeah. All right, so it does seem that everything is working. I'm going to start up a Zoom call, invite the guys in, and they can all tell me that they were right and I was wrong. Okay. Hello. Okay, this still. Hey, Zetzi. Just a minute. Again, like OBS is being silly, so I've not got you on sound at the moment. And I'll have to mute whoever is in the background. No worries. No one can actually hear you on the stream yet because, again, my OBS is being so shit. I can hear you. Stream can't at the moment. You guys can keep making noise because then I'll know if. It's fine. It's everything on my Streamlabs has just crashed completely. Okay, I think I've now got it working. Everything's. Oh man, we'll get there eventually. This has just been a nightmare. I don't know why everything stopped working my end. Okay. Cool. So how is everyone?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, I guess.
Good.
Not too bad.
So, yeah, who was it that was thinking we would take the lows? I know Cryptocurrencies, you were saying that earlier, so well done on that. I don't know if anyone, Sensi, what are your thoughts on everything at the moment?
Well, the only time I started to think that we were going to take the low is when, if you break the TPOs down into sessions, you could see that it was just the same shit. There wasn't a lot of actual like big selling going in, but we were just trapped. People kept on trying to long, and we kept on getting trapped. It was just bleeding down, and that's when I thought, you know what, it looks like the low is going to be taken. So yeah, but yeah, I'm still cautious though. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
That is the actual low.
Yeah,
and we are still inside the prior range as well. So
yeah, we do have to be. Again, we're still within this zone. I need to set up a screen share so you guys can see what.
Yeah, we still haven't seen any sort of market structure change at all.
No.
So yeah, no sign of strength just yet.
But what we do know is people are defending in this region, which is good to see. Otherwise, we would have just flushed. Yeah, it would have just flushed. But yeah, I think it's a wait and see now.
Yeah. What this is reminding me of as well, and I think this is the dominance thing that we've got here, is it's very much like back here where we did have, so basically the start of the bull run, this kind of area on the chart. It just reminds me of that. So maybe we could just continue at this point, just chopping around for a while. After we went from that, like we came out of that big accumulation, then did the test again, and then just went off as
yeah,
normal.
usually when you get a dump, you end up just chopping around.
Yeah.
Like very rarely do I ever see like V-shaped recoveries like out. It just ends into a chop fest. So if you want to play it super safe, you just like let it chop around, wait till the range develops, and then you have something to play off. But yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Like all the lows that we've had recently have all been, you have these two again, and it just gets that moving. We've got big divergence going on here. It's being defended.
There must be 4-hour divergences as well on the RSI. I was saying earlier that's probably a good like
that would be the one.
Low.
Yeah,
form a low, and then you should get something made.
Yeah, we'd need to get a decent close on this tonight.
how long until the closes?
A couple of hours. Yeah, a couple of hours. So we should get that. I do think maybe it almost seems a little bit too early to get 4-hour divergence as well, because that low was only put in last night. You'd normally wait. They would need a couple of days to start to mature, but hourly divergence certainly like big. Not 4 hours. It's just happened a little bit too soon. Because what you'd normally expect from like a 4-hour divergence or something is for it to come up, do something like that, and then just start to close candles below these ones. Then you form like big divergence on the RSI, and it comes back from there. So we'll see what happens on.
You think Bitcoin survives if the macro continues to bleed? You think there is a scenario where Bitcoin just does its own
Outperformed everything
thing?
else.
Well, this is
Just
what it
does
was
its
made
own
for.
thing. Yeah,
this
but-
is literally what Bitcoin was made for. Was situations like this, because everyone's saying that this is like another Lehman Brothers kind of thing, which of course it isn't. But a lot of people fearing the worst, despite like people have known that Evergrande have been like in massive debt for what, like 3 years. It's not. This is pretty old news. It's
I don't think that was the only thing that led to the market sell-off, though. I think it was
Yeah.
one of the factors, but I think there were other things as well.
I think that's what's led to the fear, isn't it? Because everyone is expecting a big global crash, but yeah, I think with SPX, we were just looking at a gap fill today, so that's all that's done is just come, it gapped up. We're around that area again here, so it
closed flat basically.
We've got that big gap above now, which I do expect will get filled. The only thing that I guess for this is with China markets starting tonight, is it? Do they open?
They open Wednesday night, going into Thursday.
So would that be as
tomorrow night, I believe?
But they're ahead of us. So their Wednesday will.
Are they already in Wednesday?
Yeah.
So maybe it is tonight. I need to fucking these time zones.
What's the ticker for the Chinese?
It's the FOMC as well tomorrow coming out. Where Jerome Powell's gonna they're gonna release the economic data, and then he's gonna have a little speech afterwards.
Yeah. So more money printer, bro.
Probably you'd believe so. Like, I mean, he probably knows the markets are spooked, so I doubt he's going to say anything to spook. He handled it pretty well last time he spoke.
Yeah. What's the?
What's what?
The best.
It's the Hang Seng Index.
Yeah.
The HSI.
What's the ticker for it? HSI. That's the one. 21st. So they have been. China's in like their markets are a mess anyway. Slow and steady economy over there in China, isn't it? It's just like, yeah, just a channel, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. That's what every index looks like.
Yeah. Something along these lines. What else is in China? That's Evergrande. Ouch. But that's surely not.
No, this is the Evergrande group. The stock is like 6666. Oh no, is it not? Oh, maybe
Evergy Services, yeah.
I'm sure it was trading at 2 something though. Maybe this is it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the markets are just pricing in that shit. Like, I don't think it goes very far. But the question is,
Ah.
the only question I have is, and I'm not sure about, is if the S&P has decided now it's time to have a little correction,
Mhm.
like how does the crypto market? It's 3-3, not 6-6. Yeah. How does the crypto market react to that?
Yeah.
And like, how much technical damage will be done if it decides to follow it?
I think that's it, and that's the big unknown, because like, well, Bitcoin's never gone through anything like that with the globe, apart from obviously COVID crash and things. But this is what I mean about the Evergrande situation, is that it's been selling off all year. So I don't know why. I think I do believe that this is just well, this is the stock market equivalent of China FUD, isn't it? Like we're getting crypto. This is, let's generate some massive bad news. It's taken its all-time low, and look, if this is it, so around there, like that's, oh no, it does have further lows down there, but it's taken that low out. Got a little swing failure of that one, quite nice.
I think the way I see it is, if shit really hits the fan, the government, the Chinese CCP or whatever the fuck they're called, will come to the rescue.
Yeah,
I think they've learned the
Someone has to
mistakes
step
of
in.
yeah, they've learned the mistakes. Plus, the issue here is that a lot of the real estate deposits are just from ordinary Chinese people
hmm
to build houses, right? And now if the company defaults on those, right, they're not going to get the deposits back. So and the government loves its people, so it's going to have to step in and shore that shit up.
yeah. I think that's it. Like, the world has hopefully learned a lesson from what happened in 2008 anyway, to know that you can't just let something of that size just collapse. I think they've got, they're about 300 billion assets
Yeah,
under
300
debt at the
billion.
moment.
Mhm.
So for an economy that's, what, China's about 400 trillion, right? So it's less than 1% of that economy.
Mate, even BlackRock are like one of their biggest bondholders. Even they could come in and shore that shit up.
Yeah. It all just seems a bit ridiculous, the whole situation there, and it's just spreading. There's just so much fear, but I don't see it in the chart. I don't see any reason to be fearful from a chart perspective, and maybe that's just because sitting pretty in short positions. But
Probably, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, what would you say to somebody? Let's say there's somebody watching in the stream, right? They're not hedged. What do they do? Because I think that's a good question. Like, if you were not hedged here, what would you do?
I'd wait it out a few days. I just wouldn't want to see daily closes below
Yeah, like
40k.
yeah, you've held this low. Like, you wouldn't want to collapse here into support right now. Just wait it out.
Yeah, if you're not hedged, yeah. I mean, I held Bitcoin through a 3-year bear market. It wasn't that bad. you still trade it, and you just,
It must have been bad.
if you've got spot positions and you're down, yeah. Realistically, okay, we're at 40k. Maybe we go to, and that's why you don't put in more money than you're willing to lose, into, because that would be an investing thing, I think, more so than trading. If you're trading and not hedged, then yeah, I'd say closes below 40k starts to look a bit nasty. I'd probably reduce some exposure around there, because then it will take a bit of time for that to come out of it. I think this can see a very swift recovery, but if we do start to get closes below there, I do think that we have a pretty good chance of going down to like 30 Yeah, 38k, and we'll chop around within that region for a while, and then have to see what happens. So definitely reduce exposure there. But if you're like invested and you hold like spot in your portfolio, it's really not that bad holding through a bear market, because there's other stuff you can do. And yeah, you just buy more.
Yeah. I think people are so fixated on like
On
seeing every move, like being like in the market for every single move.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's better just to go risk off, let the chart show you some strength, and well, let's say you have to buy back in 5k higher, like, you know, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes.
I think that's it. And that's a pretty good, because getting back over 45 now at this stage would be, that's when I think you could safely say, yeah, okay, we're kind of out of the woods on this, like what we're going through at the moment on this chart. Until then, of course it can keep coming down, but that's the thing. If you're seeing a loss of momentum and we've got a bounce up, so we've had a 6% bounce from those lows, a little retrace going on at the moment, but that was a 6% bounce already after just taking the lows by 1%. Previously last night there was a 6% further down. It's definitely, you're definitely losing momentum on this as a move down. Lower volume on the lows, I would expect, yes. You've got lower volume there. You've got divergence playing out. We've got, again, I think just by looking at what's the delta on this. It started to create these bullish CVD divergences around this golden pocket, which you start to see that kind of thing. And I think it was maybe inevitable at that point. The fact that it didn't get that bounce off of VWAP and get continuation off that, I think was a big red flag. Massive rise in open interest as we came into that golden pocket region as well. Yeah, these crypto markets are a whole different beast this year to what they have been previously, which is really cool. But like, this stuff would never have happened, I don't think, like a few
I've
years
noticed
ago.
that as well, actually. Just the way that like the accumulating distribution is going on as well is different from last time.
Massively, like you that would have held, I think, a year ago. I guess there's just big players with a lot more money this time around. What happened on? It did it yesterday as well. So you have that big rise in open interest as you come into the golden pocket. Eventually, it just collapses, shakes everyone out.
Yeah, like people kept trying along, and it just kept on stopping them.
And then when it loses 40k for like a second, I think everyone expects 30, expects way low, and then we get a little bounce.
Most people don't really realize like, what a swing failure is. And
it's like an insane trade, isn't it?
Okay, sorry, I'm not really paying attention to the chat at all. Somehow we've still got
Bybit loves to long. They love to long.
But the crazy thing about that, I've never seen this on Bybit with it not being negative but going below 0.01. We're now at 0.0063. It's like Come on, just put it negative.
It was actually negative earlier.
Yeah.
Like it was negative, but like, dude, they love to long. What can I say?
We all know why. Like, Bybit at the golden pocket with CVD divergence. That would have been fun. It didn't really get it, did it though? No. Never really gave that trade.
On Bybit, on my FTX and like Coinbase, I think it got it on everything else, just on Bybit. And I've noticed this happening more often now. Like, all the other exchanges are really reaching targets, and Bybit is falling short.
Yeah. Those are those big anchored VWAPs. That's interesting. On FTX, you want to get back above those.
Yeah.
If we can close above like 40, I don't know. What do you guys think would be a good close today?
If it can close back, actually, if it closes outside of value area, that'd be nice. That sets it up quite well. I'm not fussed about a close here. I think we're not going to get a close down below 40. I think that's too late. So yeah, any close here is still within that region. I don't put too much weight on daily closes. I'd like to see it below. Obviously, I'd like to see a close below 42,200. That would make me more bullish. 42k area. But that's the thing. I think I kind of have the opposite thing. I think in order to form divergence, you want low closes.
Well, you have to have low closes.
And everyone's like, "Oh, we got this. Like, we got a really nice close on the daily candle." You want to get low closes to form divergence. Daily MACD divergence. What's it got on here as well? Yeah. Yeah, close around 42k would be nice. We'll get a nice reset on the, again, MACD people. We'll get a nice reset on the MACD next week. So that should give us a bit of red. And then that can lead up to the next one, just to reset that momentum. OBV saying. Oh, that's surprising. The ABV making lower lows than it did when it was in back here.
Yeah.
On balance volume, OBV.
Yeah. Only on Bybit. I don't use it too much, but wow.
What's that showing you exactly? I'm guessing something to do with volume.
Yeah, it's
Are you not 100% sure?
What is how to?
So is that billions? I'm guessing that's billions in
It's
volume.
yeah. It's I don't know the calculation of it. It's another oscillator. It's like the RSI. I don't know, but it's the on balance volume. So yeah, I'd have to scrub up on that. I don't see it very often. I'm just looking at it. But it is interesting to see it just coming down here. Delirium. Toros Crypto stop losses on the 15-minute looking juicy, but it got to wait 2 more hours. What's that? What do you think about the 1-to-1 and the golden pocket below us? Yeah, so we do have, like, obviously we do have this, which takes us back down towards these lows, which would then be just like entire repeat of basically this fractal playing out on a shorter time scale, because what we've had so far is like you look at that and that, and then you've got this section which is here, and we're going into this other bit. So yeah, we could come down into the golden pocket. There's still a possibility. I don't think that's, again, I said it wasn't very likely it would take the lows, so who knows. Yeah. Fine. WMA 20, 50, 100, 200, same setup on all-time high. Another higher low for lower lows. Also weekly MACD fractal, same as well. Check it out. What was going on in the weekly MACD? Is that not? Not any occasion where them. So actually, this does go back to that September 20 thing where we did have the slight bit of red on here.
Wait, what are you trying to show?
I just had a question about the MACD on the chat. I'm just trying to figure out what they're saying about it. I guess all-time high to 29 to 53. Another higher low before lower lows. Also weekly MACD fractal, same as well. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weekly chart. Compare the WMA and MACD to previous all-time high. I just did. There's nothing on the previous all-time high that is showing anything on the MACD. 20K 2017. Right. Let's just have a look. I'll see what is. Definitely nothing similar on that. For a start, after all-time high, we didn't get any positive momentum on there until Yeah. WMAs. The only one that I think is having any kind of effect at the moment is the 150. Whoops. I don't think you can compare this with 2017 anymore. I think that's kind of there's nothing. This hasn't been similar to 2017 since May. I'm struggling to draw any conclusions with that cycle anymore. What we do have, let's clean this up a bit. 5100, 200 EMAs on the daily. Yeah, whenever I'm looking at stuff, I see this more as like this kind of area in the chart. Yeah, there's we got to look like, yeah, you've got to think kind of what the bearish scenario long term can be on this, because we are in the macro lower high, but yeah, maybe it's just a test and we go higher. What else is on the chat? Ori says still looks weak. Where are we now? Right. It's being suppressed at the moment, like clearly, but you've got a lot more going on at the limit on both sides of things than we did earlier on. We've got nothing much here. Liquidity still needs to be restored a bit. BitMEX waiting a bit there. BitMEX whales. Are there any BitMEX whales? Do they still exist? I don't know. Did Bitfinex pulled the bid as it came into it, and then
Bitfinex have been buying heavy, like the whole move down. All they've been doing is stacking.
It's funny here, like it's just you had this and they just pulled the bid. They must mark it in or something.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of it. You can check the margin longs on Bitfinex anyway, so you can actually see how much Bitcoin they're using.
Getting some absorption here. Okay. This actually looks like another little nice area to just buy a bit more here. As we're getting this. Okay. JG Fibo shows 0.616 at 40. I don't know. 40,565. We've got, because what did this do? Did this just come into golden pocket from here? Yeah. Yeah, it did. At this point, we're kind of just looking at this as the area of that you'd want to see as support. That's where it was attempting to hold, I think. As long as it continues with that, then that's all okay. What is this? Oh, it's my EMA thing. A 1-to-1. It's all the way down there. Okay. Infernix, when moon? Soon. Soon. Maybe.
When moon? 3 years from now, dude. At the next halving.
Yeah. Yeah, probably, yeah.
Feels like it's been ages since we've been at all-time highs.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it has been ages. It's a while ago.
ES is a golden pocket right now from their little move. After hitting the 786.
Oh, futures must be open. Let's see.
We're still looking at dollar as well. Like, I think it's hanging around this area. I think this is it. Like, this is about all I can. What I'd want to be, if I'm going to go long-term bearish, I think if we see DXY going above like 94 on here, we see continued selling off on the stock market, and we see Bitcoin doing closes below 40k. I think that's at that point you can kind of say, right, okay, we're probably looking at a few years of bear market, because if DXY can make a higher on this, and so I think it's going to go lower, and I think we're going to see that collapse lower. But if it doesn't, then you have to be prepared for that scenario. And I do think that we could see like a few years of dollar gaining strength again. And that does look like a pretty good low that could get put in here. In which case you're going to see dollar. In which case you're going to see dollar probably trending for a year or so.
Yeah. To me, it looks like I don't know. Does it want to go lower?
That's it. Yeah, it's a hard one to call. I'd still say lower, but yeah, it'll be interesting because it could just be playing that range. Like you wouldn't really want to be short dollar around here. So then, yeah, maybe reduce exposure on a lot of assets. But certainly, if it can come up here, I think DXY, and then we'll be seeing a rally out of that, and that would be bear market for every market.
Yeah, DXY rally is usually signal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully, I can just go to sleep, wake up, and it's all done. Whatever needs to be done.
It's all done. We'll just sit at 100K tomorrow. Is that?
Yeah.
I wish. You know, I still haven't closed my hedge either, so
Yeah, that's it. Like, there's no reason to close a short position here. I did just buy a bit more, but that's just because we're in a nice area to buy. Like, there's in no world, like even if we go into bear market kind of territory, this is, you're not going to get any better opportunities to buy Bitcoin, like unless of course we do go into multi-year bear market. If we're gonna reach all-time high later on this year, it's going to be from this as a platform. I just don't see any other scenario where we can't use this as a platform to go to all-time highs. You can't start fucking around like in the 30Ks and stuff, for me anyway.
I agree. Yeah, and if we do, I think if we go lower now, it's looking kind of weak. And you're kind of looking at a much larger ABC type correction, you know.
Yeah.
Potential back down to, I don't know if I say, you know, 20s, low 20s, high, who knows where it can go.
Yeah, I've got the
Low
same
20.
chart.
Low 20s, high, maybe high teens.
Yeah, you'd be looking 22K.
You'd be looking for the 1.618 expansion.
Yeah, maximum. That would be a bit.
Ooh.
It's a bit much.
It's unlikely.
It does look nice though.
Yeah, you'd normally be looking somewhere between the 1.13 and the 1.414 for something normal on this. Yeah, 20, 22, 20K. 272 is normally a nice one. After a 618, you'd get the 272. 1.272. So there is that. 22K. That's not bad.
It's not bad, dude.
I've been buying Bitcoin when it was like single digit thousands. Like around here, it's like I'm chilled. I'm cool. Like 22K is still, that's higher than I thought I'd see Bitcoin go when I was buying it.
Yeah.
Everyone who's more recent is it? Yeah. This is probably why I'm just so relaxed on it all.
I've got a message from P to say hi to Luke. So I've been told to say hi to Luke from P to you.
P, why are you messaging Luxury to say hi to me? What?
Actually,
right.
you know what? I wouldn't mind a bear market. And the reason is I want to see what Michael Saylor does when he's like underwater, like billions.
Yeah.
Like, what does the guy actually do?
Yeah.
Just to see that scenario.
Does he? But do they let it even go? I don't know.
I think you get to a point where you're so long and you've backed yourself up in such a corner that you can't sell. You ride it to zero.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, obviously it's not going to zero, but like figured like you write it down billions of dollars of loss. But just to see that scenario,
It would be quite funny.
I mean, what
Yeah.
does El Salvador do in a bear market? Or do they just lose like 70%?
Oh man,
Like-
yeah. Yeah, imagine that. What's
So
Imagine.
it's so cheap in El Salvador that like their labor market blows up because everybody wants that cheap labor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, this is like we're gonna get like fear and greed at like 10 tomorrow, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Come on, this is why. Like, this is a good opportunity to buy. Of course, it can go into a multi-year bear market, but
Like you said earlier, right?
yeah,
What are we doing? We're retesting that old range,
Mhm.
right? That we
Exactly.
broke up from.
it was
No
gonna
one else was
happen.
gonna-
Yeah, and it was always gonna happen. As soon as we break through this, that green area was on my chart. Like immediately, as soon as you break up from that area, that's where you bid.
Exactly. Either this is going to be the best buy opportunity you're going to have, right, for the next run up to this bull run, or this is just it. Like we break down and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
But-
don't see this playing out. It might do. We're gonna keep that on the chart, and P will
2 years from now, when it finally reaches there.
if if P gets his what even was it? Was it a bat? Was it some drunken cipher? No, some drunken.
Luke,
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but isn't the 1.272 for if the retrace is to the 786, not the golden pocket? I was just recharting it, that's why.
Right. You'd go.
Because if it hits
What's
the
the
golden
square
pocket,
root?
then it's the 1.618, if I'm correct. But if it's the 786, then you're looking for the 1.72. 1.272.
Well, yeah. It would be a retrace. That's the thing. It's a retrace between like you can go with the 1.13. It's not ABCD is not like exact. If you go 1-to-1, and then that will, we'd go. Let's do it from the pivot. So yeah, if you're going to be exact on it, as a technical pattern, then yes, because then you'd be looking at that as being the 1-to-1 down there, which would be the 1.618 area. We're looking at the 1.15 kind of.
I'm gonna head out now. I've got a few things to sort out before I either stay awake or go to sleep and try and wake up early.
Yeah, I'm probably doing it all night on myself, to be honest.
I'm going to sleep in a minute.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out. Great
Cool.
talking to you all.
All right, mate. I
Take
will.
care.
Yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow.
Yeah, catch you all tomorrow. See ya.
See you later. Yeah, I
Right.
think I'll probably wrap this up in a minute as well. Do want to get some sleep. There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Hey, drunk bat is doing all right for now. Yeah. What was it? It was. I can't remember what P had drawn. It was something like this. What low is it from? Like this one? Actually, you could draw that and then do the 786. Oh no, that's almost out of the 786. That's too low. No, that's never going to work. Oh, from down here. Yeah, that one. Bear market, we do something like that. It's 22k again, isn't it? Maybe. Maybe.
Just remember, September's been historically a bad month for
Yeah.
just for markets in general.
Mhm.
They usually rally strong into the end of the year. So
Yeah,
and
May,
I think
May
we,
and September.
yeah, and
Yeah.
we've also we're on the brink of an ETF approval. So I think there's some good things to look out for.
Mhm.
Plus tomorrow's the 22nd.
Yes. Tomorrow is the day. The big old fib time day. So if we're gonna get it, something like this, yeah.
You know what's funny about the 22nd is not only have you plotted as a fib time day, but historically the 22nd is called like so the guy who invented GAN,
Mhm.
like his name was Mr. GAN or whatever, and
Yeah,
historically 22nd is also a big day just in the calendars for markets,
Right.
which is surprising. Like a lot of big events happen on the 22nd, like the market sell off on the 9/11 actually
Mhm.
bottomed on the 22nd, and then it started
Okay.
its reversal. But it's not only that, there are many major events which are happening on the stock market for some
Mhm.
reason on the 22nd. So we'll
Alright.
see.
Yeah. That's interesting. Look, that 1.618 on the highs up here. That was a nice one. What is it we've got from? I think it is. I have to remember what the fib time stuff is. Don't look at it too much, but that's miles away. Yeah. Darren G, can you please show us the fib time on the chart? See, it's not something that I've got. You look on. It would be Joe Pippin's charts on these. Let's find them. I can't find them. No. Right. Petition to do Asia Open Trading Room. Oh man. I don't think so, not tonight.
All right, GG's, man. I'm gonna be out as well.
Cool. All right, mate.
Yeah, nice talking.
Yes, talk to you tomorrow, mate. Cool.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave as well.
Yeah,
do some charting and then reevaluate my stuff. So yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep as well. So yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks mate as well for joining in.
Yeah, no worries.
We'll catch up tomorrow.
Take it.
Yeah, that's enough for me as well. I wanted to get an early night tonight. What do you make of current drop on increasing net shorts? Let's have a look. Yeah, if it can pull in some short positions down here, then that's great. If losing some long positions, open interest increasing. Again, so it was what's going on at limit. At the moment, it's important. Yeah, we'll see where it ends up tomorrow. I am. Final thoughts for everyone. I'm pretty chilled on this whole move. I'm still in a short position. I am buying in here, so I'm in a short position from the highs. That's given me plenty of profit to be able to get into a long position here. So I'm still buying this area. I'm still bidding this area. I'm perfectly happy to do so. If we do start to see closes below, yeah, I start to get a little bit worried on things. Realistically, like, we've got support below us. Yeah, there are plenty of areas of support. We'd have to see what we run the risk of doing. Okay, is if we do start to lose this area, I do think we could very quickly see this come back down, and at that point we are looking at multi-year bear market. But if you want to take a trade and you're still thinking we're going to go to all-time high, you just simply have to bid in this area. There's no, like, there is nowhere else on the chart for me at least anyway. So I'm very relaxed on this. I'm not going to be one of those that says if you want to, well, actually, yeah, if you want to play it safe, wait for a sign of strength, because at some point the market's going to do that. We're not going to keep going down forever. That just doesn't happen. Wait for a sign of strength, wait for a change of market structure, and we're going to see a rally at some point. But it's just, yeah, play it safe and you can wait. Or if you want to, like what I'm doing, I'm very happy. This was the plan, and I'm trading my plan. So we will see how that goes. And if I lose on this plan, then I end up like kind of break even overall, which isn't the worst thing, because that is why you take short positions, to pay for long positions lower down. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there. We'll see how this develops, and yeah, see how stocks and all of that stuff, what happens when we wake up tomorrow. Remember, we are going into Asia. They did dump it the last 2 nights, so we'll see what happens. Mate on the CME gaps again, like, yeah. So we do have this, okay? And we do have this. Obviously that one got filled. So yeah, if you're looking at CME, there's lower targets. That's it. Trading can go both ways. That's my final thought. Trading can go both ways. You just have to have a plan, and you have to trade that plan. My plan is for this to be a retest of this area before going higher at the moment. If that changes, then of course I'll let everyone know. And yeah, that's about that. Cool. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll catch you